Namaste friends, my name is Amit from Ganesha-Hanuman.com. Today I'm starting a new series on understanding your chart, understanding your Vedic chart. And in this very first video in that series, we'll talk about the houses and signs. A lot of people have confusion. Where is my moon placed? Where is my sun placed? Which house, which sign? And I did a video recently on the meaning of moon placed in each of the 12 houses. And then a lot of people ask me, hey, how do I know which house my moon is placed, right? So that's a very key fundamental concept that you need to understand before you can understand any of the things that astrologers talk about, moon in Gemini, in the sixth house, this and that. So if you don't know which house and which sign your planets are placed, then you won't be able to understand any of those concepts. So by the end of this video, you'll be very comfortable in telling which house and which sign each of your 9 planets are placed in. So let's get started. All right. Okay. So this is a North Indian Vedic chart and doesn't have any planets. It's just a template of the chart. And if you see here, so this will have 12 boxes, right? So in astrology, there is mainly 3 things we talk about: the houses, the signs, and the 9 planets. So there are 12 houses, 12 signs, and 9 planets in Vedic astrology. The houses are always fixed. In North Indian chart, this is the North Indian style of Vedic chart, the houses are always fixed. So you'll always see on the top, there'll be the first house. And then you go counterclockwise: second house, third house, fourth house, fifth house, like that. So all the 12 houses. So in everybody's chart, the houses are fixed. So let's say if I'm looking at my chart, the first house will always be on the top. And the first house is called Lagna, or ascendant, or rising sign. We'll see in more detail. It'll get more clear. Now, let's take an example. So this is Mahatma Gandhi's chart. Okay. As you see, this is the template where, first house, second house, always fixed. So in Mahatma Gandhi's chart, this is his chart on the right. You see here, there are 3 planets. So this box again will be first house for Mahatma Gandhi. This is the first house. This is the first house, right? And then second house, this is second house. So in Mahatma Gandhi's chart, in his first house, we have Venus, Mercury, and Mars. So you can say his Venus and Mercury and Mars are in the first house. His Saturn is in the second house. There's no planet in the third house. So this says third house. This is the third house. There's no planet in it. Then the fourth house has Ketu, like that. So you go counterclockwise. Now, the second thing is the signs. The signs are numbered here. You see these numbers? These are not the house numbers. These are the sign numbers. So number 7 is Libra. So you can say Mahatma Gandhi's first house is Libra. Okay, you see the first house is always this, but the number is the sign. So the first house is Libra. The second house is number 8 sign, which is Scorpio. The third house is number 9 sign, which is Sagittarius, like that. So first house, second house, third house, Libra, Scorpio, Sagittarius, like that. You keep going counterclockwise. So for example, let's pick this house. It says 10th house here. So this is 10th house, but it says number 4 here, which is Cancer. This number 4, again, is the sign. It's not the house, it's the sign number. Number 4 sign is Cancer, we all know. So in Mahatma Gandhi's chart, the 10th house is Cancer. The 10th house is Cancer, all right? Let's take another example. This is Swami Vivekananda's chart, okay? So remember, houses are always fixed. First house, no matter this number, you just always first house, second house, third house, fourth house, fifth house, like that. The numbers are the signs. So number 9 is Sagittarius, number 10 is Capricorn. So what will you say? You'll say the first house, which is this box, in Swami Vivekananda's chart is Sagittarius. And Sun is placed in the first house. Okay. Second house in Vivekananda's chart is Capricorn. This is second house, and number 10 is Capricorn sign. Okay. Second house, so you'll say second house is Capricorn, and Venus and Mercury are placed in the second house. Okay. Now, let's take another example. So what will you say if I ask you, where is the moon placed in Swami Vivekananda's chart. First of all, you see the moon here, MO. Now you see the house. What house is this? House is always fixed, which is number 10. So this is the 10th house. So you can say his moon is placed in the 10th house in the sign of Virgo, because it's number 6. Okay. So his moon is placed in the 10th house in the sign of Virgo. Okay, I hope this is clear, and you can keep this chart handy. It's on my website. It'll be there on this video also. You can take a snapshot. So the first house, second house, third house, the houses are always fixed. And once you have some practice, then you don't need to, remember this. Automatically, you'll see the first house opposite 7th house, and then the kendras. These are the 4 pillars of the chart. So we'll have more videos on the other concepts, but the basic idea is you see the houses and you see the signs, which are the numbers marked here. Houses are fixed, but the signs could be changed. The rising sign could change depending on the place of birth, the time of birth, right, and the date of birth. So the rising sign and the signs keep changing for everybody, but the houses are fixed. But again, one other question people ask is, hey, you say my moon is in 10th house, but is that always the case, or does it change every month or every year? No, your natal chart is always fixed for all throughout your life. Okay, if we see in your natal chart your moon is in 10th house, it'll always be in the 10th house. Okay, so that's it. Very simple explanation of the houses and the signs. Hope this was useful. Let me know any questions, feedback in the comment section. Thanks for watching, and please share and like. Thank you very much. Namaste.